Okay, I'm going to try this again. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with a Pastor. We're in the Sermon on the Mount. Today we're going to talk about the narrow and wide gates. We begin with Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Jesus says, "Enter the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it." Jesus talks about the narrow gate versus the broad gate. The narrow gate is the way to life, it's the way to the kingdom. The broad gate leads to destruction. It's narrow because there's really only one way to go. It's narrow because the only way you go into the kingdom is through Jesus, through his person, through receiving him as a Savior, and following his teachings. Bonhoeffer wrote that the only way to go to the kingdom is to go through the narrow gate, and even after you get out of the gate, you follow Jesus every step of the path. But there's a broad gate, a broad road, which leads to destruction. Now, the thing about it is that the broad road has many distractions. It has many things that wants to distract you to get you on the broad road that leads to hell, actually. And that has been Satan's tool, Satan's way of doing things ever since the garden. He gets you distracted from what's real and gets you going the other way. In the garden, remember, he made that fruit look so good that was going to destroy them. And that's exactly what Satan's strategy is today, is that he'll get you going to the broad road by giving you distractions to follow rather than following Jesus. Jesus has many manners about that. In one place he talks about the higher road versus the low road. And then he also gives that he's the door when he talks about the sheep. When they would put the shepherds that would all keep their sheep together, and then in the morning they would stand in the gateway in the way, and the shepherd would call his sheep, and the sheep would then follow the shepherd. And Jesus says, "I'm the good shepherd, follow me." So today I encourage you, as Bonhoeffer recommended, to go through the narrow gate and follow Jesus. Follow him and his teachings, follow his spirit, follow his word, and follow him everywhere he goes. And that is your go for today. Glad that you tuned in today, and we'll keep looking through the Sermon on the Mount. We're going to finish it this week, and so you make it a good day and a good week. See you tomorrow.